Have you ever wanted to sell cryptocurrency, but you don't want to hurt the price chart? This is a platform that allows you to sell crypto to another person, OTC. OTC stands for over the counter. It's on the PulseChain network, and if you want to sell at some point in the future, you can use this network to find a buyer or a seller, and this just matches two people that want different coins outside of the order books, outside of the DEX. So the more people use this platform, the more we could potentially save ourselves from slippage, meaning, if you're trying to sell $100,000 into a $1 million liquidity pool, you're going to eat slippage because your order size is big relative to the liquidity pool. And right now, there's pretty low liquidity. I imagine when times get better, there will be more liquidity, but still, you're going to want to look at all your different options when it comes to taking profit, just preparing for the future, okay? Just thinking about one day how you might want to sell coins or trade coins between each other. This is an interesting secret method that nobody knows yet, but I would like to see more people using it because it would be more useful. So here, for example, let's say I want to sell Top Hat token for Hex. You set the token you want to sell, and you set the token you want to buy. And you notice most people, they're selling their coins for DAI stablecoin. But you don't have to sell for a stablecoin. You could sell for a Pulse or PulseX or a core coin. So, for example, this trade offer, somebody put this one in, and they are selling 5,555 Top Hat tokens, and they are asking for 369,000 Hex. Now, of course, this is not a good deal at all, but hey, maybe this person thinks that one day, Top Hat, this $13 worth of Top Hat will be worth $2,300 worth of Hex. Obviously, the US dollar prices are going to fluctuate, so you can set up whatever order you want, and you might find some small discounts. Okay, let's try to find some small discounts over here. What about this one? Okay, they're also selling $14 worth of dark for 1,000 DAI. Hey, maybe they think their coin is worth $1,000. Right now it's not, but maybe one day it will be. Maybe one day that would be considered a deal. Maybe you even want to put something for sale at a little bit under the market price. So the buyer gets a good deal and you get a good deal. A better deal than you would have got trying to eat slippage on the open market. So let's say you're trying to sell $100,000 of, PLS. You might sell it for $96,000 of stablecoin, USDC stablecoin. Why would you do that? Well, if you try to dump $100,000 into the liquidity pool that's thin, slippage might be more than that. Now, that's just an example. I don't think that statement was actually true. Just an example of when you might want to use this. Now, there's a lot of liquidity in the PulseChain ecosystem, but once you get past the $100,000 mark, you start to see what I mean. Here's an example. 10 billion Pulse. Someone just market dumping. They would hurt the price against themselves by selling $300,000 worth of Pulse. They'd only get $277,000 back. Well, what happened to the other $23,000? That's the definition of slippage. You can see right here they also have the price impact of 8%, meaning they're going to get 8% less than they wanted, and they'll push the price down along the way. So the price impact to you is 8%, whereas maybe they would want to put this same 10 billion Pulse up for, $295,000. So they would still have a price impact of 1 or 2 or 3% fees, but that's still better than 8%. So you can ask for more over here and have it still be a deal compared to the person that's taking the other side of the trade. So this is 0xbistro.com. Link in the description below. Check it out, bookmark it. If you want to get into PulseChain for the first time, if you're brand new, everything you need is on PulseChain.com. So stick with me here. This is PulseChain.com, the homepage. These are all the price charts. You just scroll down right here. Everything you need is right here. You got the bridge, where you can bridge from Ethereum into PulseChain. You got the DEX. This is PulseX, what I just showed you over here. You've got launching your own coin on Pump.Tires. You can mine some Hex over here. Some people call it staking, but mining Hex where you time lock it and get more rewards. You can also buy with your bank account. This is our very own exchange. Everything you need to know right here on PulseChain. You can get started with your PulseChain journey, add the network to your wallet, and when you become an advanced user, after you've created an exchange account, maybe you got a portfolio tracker, maybe you use Gibbs.finance to onboard, then when you start finding out about all the advanced stuff, check out 0xbistro.io. I hope this video is useful to some people. Let's just walk through creating an order. Okay, if I wanted to create an order, you click here. Up here at the top, you say the coin you want to sell. So remember, let's say I'm theoretically selling $253 worth of PulseX. That's 1 million PulseX. You can receive more than one coin. You can say, I want to receive either DAI stablecoin or PLS. You can keep adding tokens here, and you keep adding them. Now, I'm not going to keep adding them. But let's say I only want to receive Ethereum. But you can change this. Right? You could receive any of these coins. USDL is a stablecoin. DAI is a stablecoin. You know, PLS, Hex, 2FUX, INC token. So I want to receive, I don't know, 0.5 ETH. Today, 0.5 ETH is $890. So when the price of PulseX goes up, right now it's $250. If the price of PulseX, triples, or maybe quadruples, if it does a 4x, somebody might come in and buy me out over here, because then it would become advantageous for them to do so, and they could take that 0.5 ETH, depending on where the prices are at the future. So that's a cool little trick too. You can ask for multiple different tokens. So if you're okay with receiving Ethereum and DAI, Ethereum or DAI, go ahead here. And don't forget there's a 1% platform fee. And what you would do is you would just click the Make button right here. That would pop up in your MetaMask. You approve the transaction here. We don't need to do this right now, but after about 30 seconds, you'll see your order pop in right here. Of course, if you want to search for a certain particular coin, just enter the ticker symbol that you want right over here in the search field. You can see your own individual orders, inactive orders, completed orders. And I believe you also get a discount if you stake their Bean token. You get lower fees. Remember, there's a 1% platform fee for the privilege of using this off-chain order book, OTC, over the counter. Let me know what you think. Maybe one day this will get more usage. There's a new era of PulseChain coming in. We are unburdened by the corruption of the SEC. So a lot of people have a reinvigorated sense of bullishness in PulseChain. And, a lot of these coins, core coins, meme coins, Top Hat, Hex, PulseX, they've got massive potential in my opinion. They've got a lot of features that make them stand out from other ecosystems like Solana or Ethereum. PulseChain is cheaper, it's faster, it's just as secure as Ethereum. And it's fully decentralized, unlike Solana. You've got Hex that monetizes time, you've got PulseX, which is like Uniswap with a buy and burn, and you've got tons of low liquidity meme coins that could, like Richard Hart mentioned in a video just the other day, they could get a God candle at any moment. Think about all the potential. Think about how little money it takes and the low liquidity being a feature, not a bug. But when the market matures, when the market gets more liquid, maybe you'll find 0x Bistro a little bit useful. See you on the next one.